guys, I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back with you with Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 21.
This one is called Courage, and we're gonna need a shit ton of courage because we're about to face an army on our own. Last episode we lost our need, R.I.P. It was really sad, but she saw no hope in this world. Like, she was told they were gonna go to Leif's village, but then when she asked them, like, do you have slaves? Do you have wars? He couldn't really say no because they had them before and there's no guarantee there won't be in the future. And she was done, right? Like, she saw no future for her here. So she did die, and we grieved her, and Einar almost lost himself. And then after that, Thorfinn saw the whole scene and he was like, okay, if I let this happen, like, no one's gonna stop this, right? God is not gonna stop this. So if I let it go, more people are gonna die just like our need, and it's gonna be more grief. I cannot allow that.
I need to talk to Canute.
Yes, he is gonna face about 100 men, right? On his own. He's gonna go past them and he's gonna try to talk to Canute. So,
but the thing is, will Canute be willing to listen?
I don't know.
That's the main issue.
I don't know. I know that Leif is not leaving without Thorfinn this time. He's waiting for him. So please, can we just make this work? We will see. Let's jump in this episode and find out how he does it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
All right, let's go.
I need Thorfinn to go back home this season, so don't kill him. Don't capture him.
I mean, at least now you said that he will come back.
Like, look at what you've done, right? We're coming in with common sense. Listen to us.
それで最後か。はい。交戦の意思はありますまい。降伏を進める使者を送ります。
農場の家屋を接収してもよろしいでしょうか。テントでの宿営を射通っております。
ならん。兵が村落へ入れば略奪が起こる。
He knows his man, right?
権利です。
農場全体の接収だ。略奪ではない。世が十分に褒美を与え。
I would expect that since you created this conflict. He knows, though none of this makes sense and none of this is fair. He knows, but he's got to play the part. He believes he's got to be this martyr who takes on himself to get to the utopia. We're sounding more and more like the head of his father. It doesn't have to be. You're literally turning into what you hate. And you'll make it more like a hell.
It's a hell that you created.
The pile is fucking getting big, buddy. And no one will be left.
You'll be alone in your utopia, damn it.
With the guilt. The imagery again is fucking crazy. I'll say like what Askeladd, Ghost Askeladd told Thorfinn, right? Everyone has a good reason to kill and fight. What makes your reason better than everyone else's? You helped her in this hell. You did your best, buddy. Where's Thorfinn? What's going on? He won't be able to. He can't lose Thorfinn too. I just hope he doesn't do something stupid to try and keep his friend, because he's lost our need already. Like, we don't need you. We're fine, buddy. We can face the 100 men. We're fine.
What did you achieve? Seriously, nothing.
Well, he could. Like, his father's out of you know, he's passed out somewhere. His brother's wounded. Everyone is dead. It could be his time to take over and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Stand up. This is all because of Canute and his father's stubbornness.
But he's gonna think it's because of him. Like, how are they expected to work after this? Like, there's no future for them now. Not in those days.
Not in those days, no.
And that's the girl he was sleeping with, right?
Yeah. Buddy, you need to stand up.
Oh. The guy he killed.
性に
Those are his ghosts.
Yeah.
His guilt.
But unfortunately, what you don't know is that it's not completely your fault. You were manipulated. To be fair, Canute could not force him to fight back. They could goad him, but he's the one that picked the sword.
若様どこか怪我したの？
Oh, you're so nice.
お腹痛い？
You're really sweet, girl.
I didn't like him, but I feel so bad for him now.
He does have a good heart.
Well,
In some
he's
cases.
young.
He is young.
全員の投降が停戦の条件だ。平和喪失というのも変わらない。続けるか。
You look so good, Snake.
冗談じゃないわ。国外追放なんて離れて小じきをやれというの？
It's
あ
out
れ
of
が
your
不甲斐ない
hands.
からこんなことになったのよ。
No. The fuck?
It was good. Yours, man. It's a coward. Sorry, but it is.
She needs someone to blame.
よせ、キツネ。
She's losing everything she has.
続けると言えば付き合うよ。へえ。
You'll die with them.
俺に任せとけ。何？20人もいりゃ。
You will all die.
All of your mans are almost dead.
多勢に勝利してこそ男の花道ってもんよ。
It's all about honor for him and glory.
お前ではない。
あ？じいちゃんが決めてってのか？
当主のケティルが
The younger brother.
Okay.
What is your decision?
Step up, man.
Think about your own people. Don't think about your pride, your honor, your reputation. Think about your own people.
Don't be
Stand up for them.
Don't be intimidated.
降伏しろ。
Good.
You haven't seen the corpses outside.
恥ずかしいと思わないの？
He's so proud. He's like, oh, buddy.
恥ずかしいけど怖い。
It's okay to admit that.
人が死ぬのも俺が死ぬのも怖い。追放でも何でもいいからとっとと終わりにして
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
叫んだよ、オルマル。戦争したかった。
No, you wanted that. You pushed
お
him.
前が始めた戦だろうが。
俺のせいだ。バカにされてただって生きがっておふくろやみんなには悪いと思ってる。俺が終わりにして
今のは言葉のあやだ。鼻から目をつけられてたんだ。
Again, like, he was trying to manipulate him.
与えちまった。
どうとでもこじつけてくんな
That
よ。
is true.
ってなよ。名誉を守った。それでいい。命より重い。
Is it more important than everyone else's life?
勇気を見せてみろ。違う。
It's right there, the courage.
勇気じゃねえ。王の前でしくじった当然のバカで無能な男だ。なのに黙って笑われる。
It's just a different type of courage. You just don't know about that, buddy. But this is all true.
ドルド戦士の名誉もどうでもいい。降伏する。笑いたきゃ笑えよ。
But he'll have the courage to stand that. I'm proud of him.
代理の決定が出たな。その意志を伝えてこい。
It takes strength and courage not to fight back. And
It's either that or you're all dead.
俺は笑わねえよ。若旦那。
you were stronger than a lot of these guys, man, in that moment.
やってらんねえ。どけ、邪魔だ。どこ行く、トールギル。あばよ、腰抜け。
He's gonna try and do something himself. Like before. He'll get killed.
Might lose a hand.
He's right to be angry because there is an injustice with how Canute did this. But there is no way out. Other than death. You can't force that on everyone.
支えられたのは確かじゃろう。お前も見てきたはずじゃ。取りつかれた者たちの末路を無駄に失うわけではないぞ。農場と引き換えに
Small mercy. Well, I'm proud. I'm proud of him.
なぜ行かせたんですか、トルフィンを。
He trusts him to come back.
その誓いを支えに生きてきた。もっと大きなものに突き動かされた。
戻ると言ったんだ。あの目をし
I was editing last episode and I felt
Yeah.
like he did, you know, in that moment, Thorfinn looked like his father.
Yeah.
So maybe Leif was looking at Thorfinn and he saw Thor's. And that's why he's like, oh, okay, you need to do this. And it just need to work. We just need it to work.
If he does look like his father, please don't
Don't get killed.
Don't get killed.
By the same guy who led to Thor's death because he's right there too. We still don't know about that.
True.
ケティル一族のものじゃねえってことか。
Thorfinn.
トルフィンと申します。奉公しているものです。
I will pass.
王陛下にお取り次ぎください。
公認てめえ
No.
奴隷だろ。
He is
He was
free.
freed. He's a free man.
奴隷はすぐわかる。家畜みてえにくせえから
Fuck off. He's staying humble. He's like, I will pass, but I won't fight anyone for it.
話にならねえんだよ。戦を続けるだけだ。
王陛下と面
I
している
protected him.
I was his bodyguard.
トルフィンが来たとお知らせください。
You might have heard of me.
お前が知り合い？
王陛下の近衛を務めておりました。
You, a guard? Eh, you'd be surprised.
He's literally showing us what they talked about. How, you know, the courage to stand the mockeries and everything
お前
else.
がいるかボケ！
Keep mocking him.
Don't judge someone by his height, please.
でも本当なんです。王陛下に私の名を。
どうしたドロット？まだ寝ぼけてる
He'll
ぞ。
take it.
お前のげんこつ
That is strength.
目覚めの悪い子だ。優しく起こしてほしいわけだな。
Bitch, if you knew.
If you can hear this, why aren't you doing shit?
何の騒ぎか分かったか。
死者をよこしてきました。トールズの子、トルフィンと名乗ったそうです。
You know that name?
This guy knows you, the real you from before.
Yeah, he knows that you're all shit right now.
ご存知のものなのですか？
A reminder of the first step he took in that direction.
お会いになりますか？
Dude, if you don't.
いや、
Oh, you're such a
必
coward.
要はない。
He's such a coward.
Who's being a chicken right now?
Can't face your past. Okay, at least he's dodging. See, he's short, but he's quick.
甘かった。とにかくこの状況を変えないと。
Whew, 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 whew.
てろよドロット！成立しねえだろうが！
Oh,
よっしゃ
but maybe you got an idea?
Oh my god. Hey, now, don't get
トル
up.
フィン！
エイナル、
Don't screw this up, please.
ここに。
お前を止めに来たに決まってんだろ！
すまん。
Oh, makes sense.
いいか、立て！何を話したって無駄だ。
And the one guy you could talk to doesn't want to listen.
チェ
どういう賭けなんですか。
何発殴ったらおめえがベソかいて逃げ出す。
Have you seen the first season?
気絶含む。一番人気は10発以下だ。頑張れ！
Play with this, maybe.
10発まで耐えろ！
俺も一口乗ります。
Dude, taking charge.
賭ける。金はいりません。
Take me to the king?
その代わり、王陛下とお話をさせていただき
Huh?
ます。
That's another way you can use your skills or your resilience.
Bargaining?
They don't believe in him, so they'll say yes.
いいだろう。いい根性だ。パズ以下にかけるなんて虫のいいことは許さねえぞ。誰もかけてねえのは。90発台までは誰かしらかけてるぜ。
Motivation, determination.
発だな。発耐えればお前の勝ちだ。お前の命をもらう。
He'll take it.
いいでしょ
トルフィン！ケティルなんかのために
It's not for
It's
Ketil.
not for him, it's for everybody else.
戦争なんだ。勝手に戦わせておけばいいだろう。
But the people that suffer don't want it.
う。俺はこの農場に流れ着いて、何も知らない俺を旦那様に
And you.
よくしてくれた。お前とだって出会えた。
It sounds like a goodbye.
本当は分かってる。
100 blows. Damn it.
It means so much to him.
このまま返せないままでいいのか。
He can't just let it go to waste, right?
トルフィン。
大丈夫だ。殴られるのにもコツがある。
Oh, really?
殴られ慣れてる。
Oh man.
He'll take it. They will fucking respect him by the end of this. And we're talking about not dodging.
ここまでコケにされたことはかつてで殺せ。
Oh shit.
Oh, next episode. Don't do this to me!
Damn it.
Shit!
But he cannot receive 100 blows and be okay.
He will.
At the end.
He will do everything he can. Because it's more important than himself. The way he talked about this to Einar, it's not about doing this for Ketil. It's not about saving the farm per se. It's about saving what the farm represented to him. Life, a future, hope,
Peace.
It's about not this place did not disregard him. This place valued him in a way, gave him, like, through Einar, through Sverker, through everyone, the chances he got, that brought him out of the hell that Arnid and Gardar were stuck in. They helped him get out, and now he's seeing a future, and he wants to get that future. If he allows this farm to go to hell, if he allows this to continue, he's kind of saying, I don't care about how I changed, I don't care about what you did for me, and I'm not gonna repay what you gave me because I don't give a shit anymore. So he's saying I care, he's saying I want a future, not just for me, but for everyone. I want to fight for this, and he's fighting in the way he knows, without raising his fists. He's gonna take it because these people are fucking addicted to violence. They mock him. Literally, like, I really love the contrast of
What
the
Olmar
discussion.
went through and what Thorfinn went through, with the fact that he wasn't brave enough to endure the mockery and not be hurt with his pride and his ego.
Olmar let his pride and his honor take over in the way of in the way he was taught by his brother and by the stories of his father, right? The Norse way, that a man's honor is everything, a man's glory is everything, and you take that on the battlefield, right? You do not allow anyone to put you down. That's what they value, and that's what they describe as courage. But when when you're Olmar, for example, and you're at the end of this fight and you see what's left, there is no honor in a farmer who was peacefully living his life, who has just lost his hands, and he's going to probably lose his life, and he's going to leave his family with nothing. Where's the honor in that? Is there honor or pride in being Gardar and leaving your family for riches and a bright future that you'll never get because leaving them led them to slavery and death? It's all about perspective. What they've been taught is one thing, but there's a lot more than that, and it's kind of like they're mocking this version of courage because they don't understand it. But I believe it takes a lot more courage to stand there and not do shit and take the blow and take the insults than to allow anger to take over and fight back. You're basically letting your emotions control you, and you don't think about the consequences. You don't think about what happens after. You just hit someone back. That's not courage. That's just emotions. That's just rage.
You know how sometimes people think that by showing weakness or that you need help, you're being like, by being vulnerable and asking for help, you're being weak instead of strong and brave. But this is another way of showing that you can stand up for yourself by being above the insult, above the mockeries. Because when you put weight on people's word, you give them powers, You reacting proves them right. Like, if they call you names and stuff, if you react, if you fight back, if you get angry, you're kind of proving them right. There's a lot more power. Like, for example, and every situation is different. Like, let's say that you're getting bullied in school and someone pushes you and pushes you and pushes you. There might be a situation, like, there are different ways to handle that, but you could say that you not reacting, you laughing it off, you walking away and not looking twice at the bully shows that you have more power over the situation than the bully. Some will say that if you don't stand up and fight back,
but there are ways.
It will never end.
But I think the show brings to the surface the idea that there are many ways to fight back. It's not just about hitting back.
True.
Kind of like, okay, here, the situation is out of our hands, right? There's going to be a fight. There was a fight. Canute is his own power, and if he doesn't want to stop, he won't stop. Like, there's nothing you can do. So what do? Ketil went to, let's gather an army and fight them back, right? You could also run away.
Or army, right?
You can also run away. Thorfinn is choosing to talk this out. Like, he's not listening, and we can talk about this after, but he wants another option. It's not just about running away and letting it happen or fighting back and dying with the rest. You need to find another way. If you're getting bullied in school, your options are not only to walk away or hit the guy back. You can also go to a teacher. You can also, you know, I don't know, use humor to try and get out of this. You can find your, you know, have your friends back you up and stuff. There are many ways, and discussion is the one that is often overlooked because people see this as, you know, being weak. That's toxic, like, masculinity, toxic attitude, and we've seen this for generations, and it's still present today, right? The idea that if you show weakness, if you show emotions, if you attempt to talk it out, you're scared somehow, or you're less of a man, or you're less of a warrior in those days. And to let go, to be like, okay, this is not worth it, this result is not what I should be fighting for, so I might as well find another path. Like, that's not being weak, that's being realistic, that's being understanding, and that's being compassionate to the people you're sending to the battlefield in your name. There are other ways. I think this is what this episode is saying. There are other ways, and unfortunately, the other people around you will not make that easy for you. So that's why we call this courage. Because it won't be easy. You will be hit, you will be mocked, you will be pushed down because they don't understand your way of doing things. But if you truly believe in your vision, if you truly believe in this future where people can be at peace and there's no more wars, then you gotta be willing to face that harshness until it changes. So that's why I'm saying Thorfinn was literally showing, you know, the description of true courage.
Do you think that it takes more courage to stand up against people you don't know, that you're not close with, or to stand up against people that you know, like your family members?
Oh, you mean when Olmar stood up to Thorgil? That was also a very great example of courage, especially for Olmar, who was always like the quieter brother, right? With Thorgil. Thorgil has such a big presence, and he loves his brother, right? Like, Olmar loves his brother. He wants to be him. He wanted to follow him. It took courage not only for him to stand up to Thorgil and be like, nope, you know what, I'm gonna surrender, but also to cry in front of these men, because it's not just Thorgil, it was Snake too, to open himself up to more mockery potentially and be like, you know what, I started this and I'm choosing to finish it in my way, to admit that he was scared, because we're talking about bullying and we're talking about courage and ways to resolve conflict from today, but back in those days, that was even worse, right? Like, it's all about fighting back and being a warrior, and showing that you're scared might be more okay today, but back then, like, forget that, right? To admit he was scared and open himself up to more mockery, which is also what started this whole conflict, was courageous. Standing up to a family member, I would assume, takes a lot of strength, more than standing up to a stranger potentially, depending on how you think, because you love your family members, you love your family.
Their opinions matter to you.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt them, you don't want to push them away. Like, I don't know where Thorgil is going, but I have a feeling he might do something crazy, and that could lead to death, but his solution will lead to death. He's speaking about it, like he's talking about it, not like he has a chance for victory. He's talking about it like there's a chance for glory in this death. Oh, I took a band of 20 men, and we took on Canute and his army. Yeah, we're gonna be welcomed in Valhalla like great warriors. Like, he doesn't care about surviving this. He only cares about the legacy and the glory he'll get from fighting back, because that's how he was raised. But we're introducing other ways. Raising your fists and fighting back is not always, or if we can have the perfect world, it's not the go-to solution. It should never be the go-to solution.
True.
But it will be tough, because fuck man, people don't listen. And these guys love violence, and they enjoy pushing people down. That's how they raised themselves up. And those that are in power, like Canute, are not strong enough to face their past.
I'm guessing that because he knows that Thorfinn knows him well.
Knows what he went through.
Knows what he went through. That how he was when he was vulnerable. And he knows that right now what you're doing is bullshit.
He put on a mask of king, right? Like, he put on the crown, he became this. And it's kind of like, he's done so much now to get his utopia. If he backs down, it's not going to be worth it. But he keeps pushing himself down more and more and more, right? Like he keeps pushing himself in that pile of bodies and he's making it worse. But if he stops, all of this is suddenly not worth it and he gets the guilt heavily like on his shoulders, which he's already carrying that guilt. But if he stops now, I think he feels like it's going to be worse. And Thorfinn is the reminder of how it used to be before, what he used to believe in, and who he is without the mask. Because he saw the scared, religious, weak little kid that people mocked back in the day. Thorfinn was right there and he saw it all.
Canute is still that scared little religious kid back in the day, but he hides a crown.
He put on a crown. I think facing Thorfinn, he would be afraid of breaking that mask. Of having that shatter, and all his guilt and all his doubt will, be unveiled, revealed to the others.
Where you've been lying to yourself for so many years, and you put on a mask, and you are in denial about the truth and what your own guilt. You don't want someone that knows your truth, knows your guilt, come up to your face and say those truths in your face. You don't want someone to be like that.
And it's not like, I don't think he would say anything that would do that, but just being there is a reminder of Askeladd and what was done back then, right? Because Thorfinn knows the lie. He knows that Askeladd pretended. Like, he knows that what started it all was a fucking, show for everyone else. He knows because he was there. He is a reminder that Canute is a fraud. At least in Canute's eyes. And he can't have that. But that is, if this episode was about courage, that is a lack of courage, buddy. Olmar stood up to his family and admitted to what they all consider weakness. But I believe that took strength more than it takes strength to fight back, because it's obvious, right? This is another path, and it's a path where he is alone and he goes against everyone else. So that took courage. Thorfinn doesn't want to raise his fists, and he knows he could take down that guy, but he's choosing not to, and he's choosing to take 100 hits because what he believes in, that, peaceful future, is stronger and more important than his life. So he's going to take that on, he's going to take the mockery, and he will not fight back. He'll take it, and then we'll see what happens, but that takes a lot of courage. Canute, you're the one causing this. You're the one that brought this to the farm. You're the one that killed all these men. And the guilt is there. The head is there to remind you. And you're fucking closing your eyes. That is weakness. That is fucking, cowardice. But look at us. We will take those 100 hits. And we will talk to Canute.
How
He'll just take
those 100 hits?
He'll just take it. He said there was a trick to it. I don't know. But he's used, he grew up in this. He grew up being beaten down. He's used to being at the bottom, man. He knows it's gonna be tough, but he will take that on.
Okay.
He makes me so proud, though. I love him, man.
All right.
Next episode, we will suffer with him. Okay.
Next episode, 100 hits.
Yeah,
Fuck.
maybe. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want to, the next one will be up on YouTube next week. So gonna see you then, guys.
Bye.